Okay. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I warmly welcome all the participants for today's webinar. I'm Dr. Wasima Atif, and I'm working as a lecturer in Aika. I think some of you know about Aika, so I would like to give a small introduction about our institute for those who don't familiar with us. So the Asian Institute of Kerala Ayurveda, it means Aika, is the first institute that offering guidance and training programs for medical professionals, therapists, and local manufacturers. And also we are providing career guidance programs about job opportunities in local and abroad. In that respect, we already arranged 3 UK career guidance programs and 3 United Arab Emirates career guidance program. So you all can visit our YouTube channel called Ayurveda Aika and can watch the previous webinars also. So after those programs, we got so many requests to arrange about the higher studies opportunities, especially in Canada. So today we got a great opportunity to have that most requested webinar. I think this webinar is also another useful webinar for all of you. So today's program is about high studies opportunities in Canada. So I'd like to welcome today's guest speaker, Mr. Sihar Hassan, MBA in UK, Attorney at Law of Supreme Court of Sri Lanka Lead Counsel, member of Ramyod Law Chambers Colombo, currently based in Bangkok, Canada. So I kindly request Mr. Sihar Hassan to address the participants, please. Sir, are you there?
Good evening, everyone. Good morning here from Vancouver. I'm Shihar Hassan, your guest speaker today. Thanks so much for joining in this information session and webinar organized by Aika. After a few requests made by several of the doctors, I had the pleasure of speaking to Aika, and Aika approached me to ensure that everyone who want something, some information about how to study in Canada or how to further your studies in Canada, can start learning fully about what they are expecting, because most of the time, if you approach on your own, you will not get your required details. from any of the agents, and many a times, most of you would be misled, and you will not be able to get the right information. I hope that me speaking in English will not be a problem. If that's the case, if anyone has a difficulty in understanding, I'm sure you can pose any questions in my direct message, or you can always ask. No problem at all. I shall be able to clarify you in any language in Sri Lanka. That in any language, in the sense, not in a language that I won't understand, but in a language in Sri Lanka, Sinhala or Tamil. If if you need any clarification, I shall be happy to clarify. First of all, the main question that anyone can ask is, I mean, anyone normally asks is, I have three options mostly. Why would I choose Canada? For example, there's an option for Australia, there's an option for UK, and there's an option for Canada. Why would I choose Canada? That's a question that many of you will have in your mind. First of all, for medical professionals at this juncture, Canada has the largest number of vacancies anywhere on earth, especially British Columbia, where I live, because paramedics and medical related professionals are given PR instantly once they get their certifications in Canada. So that's, I mean, there's a special category in British Columbia, the province of British Columbia, where I live in. I mean, it's where Vancouver is situated. Most of the time, many of you would be familiar with Toronto in Ontario, because many of the Sri Lankans live there. Vancouver is relatively not popular, but why I am stressing on Vancouver is because it is a huge potential that none of us have understood, especially in the field of medicine and paramedicine. So why Vancouver? Why Canada? Is because unlimited opportunities, right? Unlimited opportunities, number one. Number two is very easy PR pathways for medical related professionals. Number three is relatively very relaxing lifestyle. To be frank, after coming to Canada, I have had the pleasure of visiting a few countries in my lifetime, and after visiting Canada, the amount of peace that I am enjoying. I told my mother, after coming to Canada, after 5 years, I'm sleeping properly, all right? With all the stress that I had when I was in Sri Lanka, I'm sleeping properly only after coming to Canada. So that sums up what is with Canada. Why is it important, I mean, to consider Canada as an option. Someone asks whether I can speak in Tamil. I will first speak in English and then clarify later on, because first of all, we need to understand that if you are coming to Canada, you have to have English at a very good level. Meaning that if you're continuing your higher studies, especially in a master's level, most of you have a degree. If you are continuing your education in the master's level, you shall definitely need IELTS at a 7.0 minimum, 7.0 academic IELTS minimum. So that's how it's going to be. I want to tell you one thing that I may have mentioned in another video that I have posted also. That is, where I live in Vancouver, near Vancouver, it's called Surrey. There's a community which we need to take as example. Most of the time when Sri Lankans are trying to come here, if you contact your friends, anyone you know, they would say, මචං මෙහෙට නම් එන්න එපා ඉංගන්න වන්දරාද මාර කට්ට කන්න ඕනේ මෙතන මෙහෙ ඇවිල්ලා මේ හොඳ ජීවිතයක් නෑ මාර අමාරුයි ඉතින් ආපු පළියට ජීවත් වෙනවා ඉංග වන්ද පලිකා හිටිතන් நாங்க வாழ்றோம் இங்க வந்துடாத, இங்க சரியான கஷ்டம். This is how um, normally um, things are portrayed to us by some of the people who are in Canada or another country. But I can assure you that if you, yes, it's not going to be a bed of roses at start, because you are going to completely relocate to another country, right? So um, it is going to be a bit tough at start, because you are completely relocating and you are completely going to start your life over. But it is rewarding, because the pressure, the amount of, I mean, the pressure that you are suffering there, the amount of peace you will be getting here, and the amount of remuneration that you will get for the services you render is going to be really, really worthwhile, right? So mostly what I am going to say is about the programs that you are going to pursue. First of all, many of you, are there any medical doctors here? Are there any medical MBBS doctors? I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. I saw a few known faces. Uh, Thank you, doctors. So first of all, let me tell you that Canada has a very strict procedure for medical doctors to get certified in Canada, right? So there are exams in the federal level. You have to pass the exams at the federal level, and then you have to pass the exams or other certifications in the provincial level. And still, sometimes doctors do not get their practicing license in Canada. But that doesn't mean that doctors don't have any opportunities whatsoever. There's a doctor I know whom I had the pleasure, who's from Sri Lanka, and whom I had the pleasure of speaking before this program 2 or 3 days ago, especially to know, I mean, to verify, to be sure that doctors still have a chance in Canada. It differs from people to people, and it's sometimes difficult, but it's not impossible for medical doctors to get certified and to enroll in the profession in Canada. But many a times, even say, I, I have met a Bangladeshi family last week or the week before. The husband and wife were are doctors. They have been trying to get into the profession. I will get back to homeopathy and other professions. Give me some time, right? So they were trying to get into this medical profession here in Canada. For 12 years, they tried, they could not. And there's another family I know, they have been trying for quite some time, they could not. But there are doctors who have come here and have established good practice as doctors, even in private practice, as well as in the government of Canada. So it's not like you will not be able to, it's just a bit of a challenging task. But there are people who are doctors who have come here while trying for the medical profession. I mean, in their career as doctors, they have got other certifications which are easier. There are other medical related professions that you can do with an easy certification. They would start somewhere and they would keep on working. That's how most of the doctors do here. But whether it's worth it for medical doctors to come try that way, it depends. It depends on person to person. But some others, what they do is they come here, they get a good certification, say medical assistant or whatever profession they can get into. They get the PR, they get into they get the PR, and they go to US. So in the US, it has more competition, but it has a bit more chance more reward in the medical profession. So if you want that, you can do that as well. But it depends on people to people. It's going to be a hard work. but it's not impossible. So the doctor I spoke to this week, 3 days ago, before this program, he confirmed to me that he got into the profession in 2 years. He got into the profession in 2 years. So that's a real good chance out there, right? So for other professionals, let me be very, very clear. Most of the time, whatever qualification you have doesn't matter to Canada. Whatever qualification you have does not matter to Canada, right? You will have to come here, do the certifications, whether you have a psychology degree, whether you have a homeopathy degree, whether you have a pharmacy degree, that doesn't matter. Whoever you are, you have to come to Canada, because medical profession and paramedics and related professions are a highly regulated profession in Canada, right? So if you have to practice in anything related to medicine, you definitely need to get your certifications. So if you have to practice as a psychologist, you have to get the certification for psychology. If you have to get a certification for naturopathic medicine, like homeopathy or whatever, you have to get certifications on that. There are institutes for naturopathic medicine and whatnot. You can definitely get certified through that. But let me tell you, the program today, the webinar today, is not to give you just a pathway to get into your profession, right? That doesn't work that way in Canada. In Canada, the master's degree and your certification doesn't have any correlation, right? So your master's degree, or say if you are someone, say a pharmacist with a diploma, a nurse with a diploma, or any related professional with a diploma, you can come to a degree. But that degree doesn't mean you get the license immediately, like in Sri Lanka. ලංකාවේ වගේ අපිට කෑ ගහලා නෑ අපිට ජොබ් එක දීපන් කියලා කෑ ගහලා ගන්න බෑ, right? You can't protest and take jobs like that in Canada. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ மாதிரி ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் பண்ணி எனக்கு ஜொப் தாண்டி சொல்லி கேட்டு ஜொப் எடு கேளாது, right? In Canada, you right after your qualification, you have to get the certification. That's how you do in Canada. So the qualification that you are coming to Canada is the doorway. உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிற doorway. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දොරටුවක් විතරයි කැනඩාවට එන්න. නැත්තම් කැනඩාවට එන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. අමාරුයි ඒ හින්දා, right? இங்க வர கஷ்டம்ன்றதுனால, so what we normally do is we apply for a master's, or say if you have a diploma, you come for a degree program here. After that, in the middle of the degree, while doing your bachelor's degree or master's degree, you get the certification. As I said, if you are a medical or paramedical professional, you can directly apply for PR once you have the certification. So that's a really, really good pathway. Mostly, many of the certifications are 6 months. Within 6 months, you can get, say, a dental assistant, a healthcare assistant, a pharmacy assistant, many other nursing assistant, many other related courses you can do in 6 months and sit for the exam. Within 6 months, you can get the certification, over 6 to 9 months, say, and immediately right after getting your certification, you can apply for PR. So that's the pathway that I'm trying to educate. First of all, I have to tell you that I cannot give immigration advice, because Canada needs in Canada, anyone who's giving immigration advice needs a certification, because it's a regulated job. I'm not a regulated immigration consultant. So what I give you is just the experience that I have, and also a pathway for students to come into Canada. I'm just saying, if you are a paramedics professional, you shall be able to come to Canada to do a good job and get into PR. So living costs, in terms of living costs, please understand that minimum wage in British Columbia, I'm mostly based in British Columbia, but this is similar to Toronto also. Minimum wage in British Columbia is $15.65. That is per hour. If you work anywhere, minimum you will get is $15.65 per hour minimum. Even if you work in Walmart as a salesperson, anywhere, even if you work sweeping streets, that's the minimum salary you will get. Below that, you will not get. Any employer should pay you the minimum wage, right? So the minimum wage is guaranteed. While any one of you is doing masters, if your spouse is working even for minimum wage, and you as a student are not working, right, still you shall be able to manage your family, right? So someone is asking how I can become a doctor in Canada. You can contact me through Aika directly. I will tell you how, right? So with the living expenses in British Columbia, even if you are doing a minimum wage job, you can still manage. At the moment, currently, students can work full-time in Canada. The allowance is up to December 2023, but with the possibility of extension. So doctors, anyone who is coming as, say, as a student, can work full-time in Canada at this juncture, as students. But in the meantime, so your normal monthly expenses would be around $2,500 to $2,700. If you are, say, if you are a family of 3 to 4, right? Let's say 3. Let's say 3. Father, mother, child. So it will be that much, right? So you can manage with that. But if both of you work, husband and wife, both of you work, even though you are a student, then you will at least earn around $4,000. If the spouse is, the student who's the spouse is working part-time 20 hours a week, per hour you will get at least $16. But if you're a paramedics or medical professional, the minimum you will earn will be at least $30 per hour. At least $30 per hour, right? What about the process to be a pharmacist in Canada? To be a pharmacist, if you have for diploma holders, you cannot become pharmacists. You can become pharmacy assistants. Still, you will earn $28 to $30 an hour. If you have, say, if you are a nurse there with a diploma, you can come here. You can start your nursing certifications, and you can become a healthcare assistant, and that will also be around starting from $28 to $40 an hour, right? If you have an MLT degree, for example, the salary will be starting from $30, right? So Siddha doctors. So for whoever are Siddha, homeopathy, and indigenous medicines, we need to understand that there is not much scope in the Western world for Siddha and other related professionals. But what most of these people who are from Pakistan and India and who are into those kind of medicine, they come and do the naturopathic medicine certification, but first they come for a master's here, then they get the certification they want. Most of the time they end up as pharmacy assistants or healthcare assistants working in the medical field itself, right? That's how they do it. Food and nutrition, if you have a degree, there's really good scope here for food and nutritionists if you have a degree. And if you don't have a degree, you can come and start your certifications. There are certification exams. You can sit for the exams and you can pass, regardless of you not passing your exams, regardless of you passing or not passing your exams, even if you are doing a completely different job, you say you are doing a completely different job, still you will love Canada, right? That's what I can guarantee, right? What studies would you suggest for doctors to come to Canada? I would say there is a program called MSc in kinesiology, MSc in different areas. There are MSc programs that I can suggest personally to you. You can contact me through Aika. Of course, Dr. Faisal, you know me personally as well, so no problem, right? I can give you the pathways, but it's specific, and when you come to do say a specific program, they are really expensive, right? I need to tell you that. Say if you are doing a specific program, say kinesiology, or say chiropractice, so or anything like that, are really expensive. There's areas like sports medicine, physiotherapy, for example. These master's degrees are really expensive, but there is a master's degree that I know for healthcare professionals that many of the people are coming here, right? So counseling, you can ask your questions later on. You can wait until I finish, right? You can ask your questions, right? So most of the time, the medicine related degrees, IT related degrees, and MBA are really expensive, but medicine related and IT degrees are more expensive, right? So what I can tell you is that there is a degree that my wife is pursuing, as well as our friends who are into uh, paramedicine, right? What the master's degree that they are pursuing is relatively very cheap, and you have to spend around 50 lakhs to come to Canada, right? Um, can't Canada come through other than, okay, I'll come to the questions later on, right? So if you have a diploma in the medical field, say in paramedicine, say in pharmacy, in another related field, you can come for the last 2 years degree here. It may not be exactly related to your program. This degree, I mean, for whoever is doing the final two, you have to do final 2 years if you have a high diploma. So it will be not exactly related to your profession, but you can come and do the certification. This 2 years program is just a pathway. Also, there's a master's program which is related to healthcare, but not exactly the specialized field of healthcare. That too, you can come here and you can do your certifications and go into your profession. In whichever way that we are doing this, if we go for these specialized fields, for example, kinesiology, physiotherapy, medical laboratory technology, say masters in that field, that's going to cost you around $55,000 for 2 years program minimum, right? So I was checking on this program that I wanted to get the students of Sri Lanka from. There's a university called Adler University in Vancouver, which is a really good American university. I asked them how much is the course fee for counseling related degrees. They say counseling degrees are $43,500 plus exam fees and book fees, which is around $52,000. So it's going to be more expensive, right? So computer science degrees or whatever degrees, I can guide you separately, because this program is for especially for healthcare professionals. But I can, yes, you can enroll for MBA. or a related program. I can guide you on that, Miss Jayatulasi, right? So uh, whatever way, if you are a foreign medical professional or paramedics professional, you have to obtain your certifications. This master's or this degree pathway is going to be the pathway to come to Canada. Many people ask what is the age limit. If you need to come to a bachelor's degree, if you have a diploma and coming to a bachelor's degree, it's going to be 30 years old, 30 years. That's the limit. But if you have a government job, it can go up to 33, right? If you have a government job in Sri Lanka, it can go up to 33 because there's a bond signed and we can justify to the visa officers that, yeah, government job, so we'll come back to Sri Lanka. We need to understand that the visa is granted only for the study purpose, right? And if you have a student visa, if you are requesting for a student visa, the visa officers expect a confirmation that after your studies you will go back to Sri Lanka from Canada. So PR කරචා පොහොතේ වෙලා PR එක හම්බුනාම යන්න ඕනේ නෑ. හැමෝම ඉන්නේ PR එකට. ඒ වුණාට අපි ඒ guarantee එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. அந்த guarantee கொடுத்தா தான் அவங்க visa தருவாங்க. Right? So for diploma holders to pursue your final 2-year degree, you have to do 2 years here. If you have high national diplomas or high diplomas, you have to do 2 years here. Every degree here are 4 years. So if you have done 2 years program there or 3 years program or whatever, you have to do. If it is a diploma, you have to do 2 years, right? So how much is the cost? So normally, if you are coming to Canada, අපේ භාෂාවෙන් කියන්න අපි මෙහෙට එන්න ඕනේ නම්, right? කැනඩාවට එන්න ඕන ලංකාවේ ඉඳලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ totally spend කරන්න වෙන්නේ ලක්ෂ 50ක් විතර. நீங்க இங்க வாரண்டா கனடாக்கு வாரண்டால் மொத்தமாக நீங்க வந்து இறங்குறதுக்கு லட்ச 50ක් 50 ලක්ෂ ரூபாய் செலவழிக்க வேண்டி வரும் வந்து இறங்குறதுக்கு ஃபැමිලිயோட. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ෆැමිලි එක්ක මෙහෙට ඇවිල්ලා ලංකාවේ ඉඳලා මෙහෙට ලෑන්ඩ් වෙන්න යුනිවර්සිටි ෆී එක්ක මං කියන යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ යුනිවර්සිටි ෆී එක්ක ලක්ෂ 50ක් විතර වියදම් වෙනවා. ඔයාගේ භාර්යාව හෝ හස්බන්ඩ් ඔක්කොම, right? ලක්ෂ 50ක් ලංකාවේ මුදලින් ලක්ෂ 50ක් වියදම් කරන්න වෙයි. So if you are coming for a master's degree, normally the age limit is 35, but it can be extended to 40 or 42 depending on the applicant if you are a government job holder, right? If you are in a government job. So if you are above 40, the chances are really less, right? I have to tell you, if it is above 35, you have a bit of a more chance. But if you are above 40, your chances are really, really less. I need to be very frank. If you are coming after AL, you have to contact me directly. I will tell you the details, Mr. Malik, right? So I will leave the floor to questions and answers. You can unmute your mic. There has been several questions in this. I will try to answer in the middle. I'll open the floor for questions. Dr. Ashika, can you direct? I think if you can direct, it's easy. Anyone who's on the floor for a question, please? Explain MLT related PGD. How about show money for family visa, including 1 kid? Okay, so if you, whatever program that you are coming, if you have a diploma, and for the programs that I suggest, right, you will have to show if it's you, spouse, and one kid. For 3 people, you will have to show 16 million, 1.6 crore in your bank account as show money, right? 1.6 crore you have to show in your bank as show money. You are 35, not government job, how can I come? If you have, a doctor says, I must see the doctor, age 35, not government job, how can I, yes, you can. If you are already working, and if you are below 35, you have a very high chance of coming. You can contact Aika and you can get my you can send through your details. I shall be able to help you out. Can you tell about dentist? Okay, so dentists, you have to come and do a certification exam. It will take 2 to 3 years to get a certification exam. Dentists earn a lot. Dentist la ගොඩක් හම්බ කරනවා මෙහි. doctors ලාට වැඩිය doctors களை விட மத்த professionals விட dentists ரொம்ப earn பண்றாங்க, right? நீங்க உங்களுக்கு pharmacy degree இருந்தா pharmacist ஆகலாம், இங்க வந்து pharmacy certification exam செய்யலாம். pharmacy degree இருந்தா pharmacy certification செய்யலாம். pharmacy certification செஞ்சா pharmacistum doctorsum nursesum pharmacistum dentistum nursesum மத்த எல்லாரையும் விட கூட earn பண்றேன். எந்த அளவுக்கு இங்க எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு டென்டிஸ்ட் கிளினிக்ல அவர் கிழமைக்கு 2 நாள் தான் வேலை செய்யறாரு. ஒரு நாள் வேலை செஞ்சா அவருக்கு $15,000 அவர் earn பண்றாங்க. அவர் கிழமைக்கு 2 நாள் தான் அந்த கிளினிக்ல வேலை செய்யறாரு. මම අඳුරන ඩොක්ටර් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා, එයා ඩෙන්ටිස්ට් කෙනෙක්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ෆාමසිස්ට් කෙනෙක් නම් නැත්නම් නර්ස් කෙනෙක් නම්, ෆාමසි ඩිග්‍රී හෝල්ඩර් කෙනෙක් නම්, නර්සින් ඩිග්‍රී හෝල්ඩර් කෙනෙක් නම්, නැත්නම් BDS Bachelor of Dental Science Dentistry ඒකේ dentistry ඒකේ ඩිග්‍රී හෝල්ඩර් කෙනෙක් නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මෙහෙට ඇවිල්ලා certification exam එකක් කරන්න තියෙනවා. ඒ exam එක කරාට පස්සේ මේ professions තුනම ගොඩාක් හම්බ කරන්න පුළුවන් professions. ඔයගොල්ලෝ pharmacy assistant ලා, nursing assistant ලා, medical assistant ලා වුණත් you will earn above average in the Canadian standards. You will earn above average. මේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 4,200 is a good salary. $4,200 is a good salary, but සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ if you are in this medical related professions, you will easily earn around $5,000 to $5,500 per month. That's the beauty of being in the healthcare profession in Canada. If you have a general IELTS, if I have a general IELTS, can I do my master's? No, you need academic, and you need at least 7.0 for a master's degree. Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science 4-year course and have 12 years of experience. Can you enroll for MBA? Yes, you can contact me. MBA is expensive. It's around $35,000 to $38,000 per annum, but you can enroll. So the master's degree that I am suggesting for you will cost you only $27,000 to $28,000. It's a master's related to healthcare. And it will cost you only around $27,000 to $28,000, and you will have to pay $10,000 down payment and come. So the total cost, including that down payment, is going to be 50 lakhs Sri Lankan rupees, right? We can't unmute ourselves. Yes, Aika, if you can allow unmuting, it will be easy. If you can,
I think now all the participants can unmute the mic and ask.
Yes. Sir, will you do medicine related courses only? I have done some postgraduate diploma in education. Yes, if you want to do a master's related to education, you can definitely do. If you have a degree only, you can do. You can't. In Sri Lanka, there's a way of jumping degrees. You don't you do an HND and you do a PGD without doing a bachelor's degree. Here, that cannot work. If you have a diploma, you have to do the degree and then you have to go to PGD. So if you have a diploma, then I can guide you for a degree. If you have a degree in education or related, I can, or if you're working as a teacher, of course, if you're working as a lecturer, I can put you to a master's degree in education. I can guide you to a master's degree in education. We have to pay the course fee at once. No, course fee, you have to pay $10,000 at start, and at the start, and then you can pay in installments. IELTS எல்லாத்துக்கும் அவசியமா ரொம்ப ரொம்ப அவசியம். IELTS இல்லாம இங்க ஒண்ணுமே செய்யலாது, இங்கிலீஷ் இல்லாம ஒன்றும் செய்யலாது. IELTS இல்லைன்றால் இங்க வராம இருக்கிறது நல்ல. IELTS உங்களுக்கு அதை பாஸ் பண்ண இல்ல. IELTS අත්‍යවශ්‍යද? ඔව්. IELTS නැතුව මෙහෙ සර්වයිව් වෙන්න බෑ. මෙහෙ මාස්ටර් ඩිග්‍රී එකක් කරන්නත් බෑ. මේගොල්ලෝ වීසා දෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. IELTS කරන්න බැරි නම් අමාරුයින් නම් මේ කැනඩා ඔප්ෂන් එක කන්සිඩර් කරන්න නැතුව ඉන්න එක හොඳයි. Sir, will you do medicine related course only? I have done postgraduate diploma in education. Yes, I can guide you in postgraduate diploma in education, no problem. Is there any exemptions for diploma holders? Oh, when you have a diploma or high diploma, I can get you some scholarships to do your degrees. But for masters, you can come here and you perform and then you apply for scholarships. But for bachelor's degrees, I can get you upfront scholarships, right? Normally, for bachelor's degrees, it costs around $25,000 per year. But with the scholarships, so you have to do 2 years. It's going to be 25,000 into 2, $50,000. But with the scholarships, you will be able to do it for around $30,000. I can get a $20,000, almost $20,000 scholarship for you to do the last 2 years of your bachelor's degree. If you can contact me, you can contact me through Aika. I'm not giving my personal details, personal contact details. Aika will connect you to me if that's necessary, right? Is there any chance to do master's degree? So okay, diploma, if applying along dependent, they all can visit in the same time. Yes, once you apply for your student visa, you can apply for your dependents, your husband, your children, or your wife, your children. Everyone can apply together. You will get a study permit. Your husband or wife will get a dependent visa with an open work permit, and your child will get a visitor permit. They all can come together. Your child can study here. Your husband or wife can work here full time. You can also work full time while you are studying. The course will be just 3 hours per 3 days. So course வேலை வந்து 3 hours தான் இருக்கும் 3 days. நான் சொல்ற programs-ல பொதுவா ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ course එක තියෙන්නේ දවස් 3කට 3 hours. So කොහොමත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට manage කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? I have MLS degree and working as a government MLT, like to do MSc in Canada. MSc කරනවා නම් MSc එකයි specialized field එක. If you are special, can you please mute your mic? Then you can after that in Shiham, you can ask the question right after I answer. Okay, what if you are coming to Canada as an MLS, you can come with the general degree that I will suggest. Then you can come and do your certification and get into the profession. Because if you are going to do an MSc, it's going to cost you $50,000, $55,000, which is not worth it, right? What kind of master program can do for Sri Lankan Ayurveda doctors? Ayurveda, homeopathy, whatever doctors, indigenous medicine doctors who are here, the masters you can do is, I have a program with me, which is an MA leadership in healthcare. It's a leadership in healthcare related program. It's like leadership related to healthcare. The program costs around $28,000, $10,000 down payment, and you can come with your family, right? If you get the visa, you can come with your family, right? You can contact Aika if that's the case. Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, whatever doctors, if you want to come to Canada, and then you can come here and explore the option. Masters is just the doorway. Your masters is the doorway to come yourself open for Canada, your Canadian dream, right? What kind of master programs can do for Ayurveda? Yes, done. Physiotherapist. Yes, physiotherapists, you can come, you can do certifications and become a physiotherapist. If you go to any intersection, Canada way, பிரசாந்தன் கனடாக்கு வந்தா நீங்க எந்த ஒரு ஜங்ஷனுக்கு போனாலும் மெயின் ஜங்ஷன் எல்லாத்துலயுமே மினிமம் ஒரு பிசியோதெரபி கிளினிக், மினிமம் ஒரு டென்டிஸ்ட் கிளினிக், மினிமம் ஒரு நெயில் ஸ்பா, மினிமம் ஒரு ஸ்கின் கேர் கிளினிக் இருக்கு. ஸோ if you come to Canada, you will see in every junction, especially in British Columbia, in every junction you will see a dentist clinic, you will see a skin clinic, you will see a physiotherapy clinic, and you will see a nail spa. So these are on-demand professions, high demand. Physiotherapists earn like nothing. You charge $300-400 per hour, right? So if you have a degree in physiotherapy, you can come do your certifications here. Every certification is very specific, so you will have to learn that. But first you can come with your for a master's degree, and then you can come here, think of the rest of the matters. It's not going to be rocket science, and you will definitely do something better. Whatever you are doing in Sri Lanka, you will do better here, so don't worry. Can you tell about what are the
Excuse
exams
me.
you want to do? Yes,
What are the
go ahead.
possible courses for physiotherapists?
Yeah, for possible. So if the whatever paramedics related programs that you are already in, you can do the MA leadership in healthcare program that I suggested, which is the cheapest and easiest way to get into a master's degree in Canada. You get my point, Prashantan?
Thank you.
Right. So if you are doing a specialized degree, say MSc in physiotherapy, it's going to cost you around $50,000. இங்க எல்லாரும் வர்றது வந்து இங்க வந்து பெர்மனன்ட் ரெசிடென்சி எடுத்துக்கொள்றதுக்கு, அப்படித்தானே பிரசாந்தன்? ரைட். அப்ப பெர்மனன்ட் ரெசிடென்சி எடுத்துக்கொள்றதுக்கு வர நேரம் இங்க நிறைய ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி வரன்றது පච්චානි ආයන්. රයිට්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක එන්නේ PR එක ලබා ගන්නනේ. PR එක ලබා ගන්න ගොඩාක් වේදම් කරලා MSc එකක් කරන එක වටින්නේ නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේකට ඇවිල්ලා මොනවා හරි මාස්ටර්ස් එකක් දාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා one second Mr. Jaratna, one second. Mr. Jaratna, I can't hear you. One second. Give me a second. Right. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නේ PR එකටනේ. PR එක ගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සර්ටිෆිකේෂන් එක අරගෙන PR එක ගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕන මාස්ටර්ස් එක ලෝකල් ஃபீ එකේ කරගන්න පුළුවන්. நீங்க வந்து இங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு மாஸ்டர்ஸ் வந்து உங்களோட சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் எக்ஸாம் செஞ்சு அவசரமாக PR எடுத்துக்கொண்டீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு பெஸ்ட் வந்து இங்க கனடியன் லோக்கல் ஃபீஸ்ல உங்களுக்கு மாஸ்டர்ஸ் செய்யலாம். உங்களோட ஸ்பெசிபிக் ஃபீல்ட்ல நீங்க அங்க இன்டர்நேஷனல் ஸ்டூடெண்டாக அப்ளை பண்றா நீங்க வந்து $50,000 ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண வேண்டி வரும். ஆனா நீங்க வந்து PR எடுத்துக்கொண்டீங்கன்னா நீங்க இங்க காசுலயே சம்பாதிச்சு இங்க காசுலயே உங்களுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம லோக்கல் ஃபீஸ்ல செய்யலாம். உங்களோட மாஸ்டர்ஸ் அது வந்து ஒரு $4,000-5,000 தான் போகும் வருஷத்துக்கு. சில நேரம் $8,000 தான் மேக்ஸிமம் போகும். அப்ப அது வந்து நீங்க இங்க சம்பாதிச்சு கொண்டு செய்யும் போது வெரி ஈஸி. அது பெரிய காஸ்ட் இல்ல. ரைட். Study MBBS McGill University of Montreal. We want to do for can you tell what about our exams we want to do for study MBBS McGill University? McGill University in Montreal, Mr. Balachandar, I think. Mr. Balachandar, it's Balachandran. I have to search for the program. I have not had the opportunity of learning about that. If you want, you can contact me through Aika. I can do something. I can find out and tell you. Mr. Jaratna, yes. What's your question? Hello. Yes, go ahead.
கொஞ்சம் பேசலாமா?
சொல்லுங்க மிஸ்டர் ரிம்சா. எஸ்.
இப்போ நீங்க சொன்னீங்க அந்த இண்டிஜினஸ் மெடிசன் டாக்டர்ஸ்மாருக்கு சொன்னீங்க அந்த MA லீடர்ஷிப் ஹெல்த் கேர் ப்ரோக்ராம் ஒன்று செய்யலாம்னு சொன்னீங்க. இப்போ அதை நாங்கள் முடிச்சுட்டு அதுக்குரிய ரிலேட்டடா ஜாப் எதுவும் செய்யணுமா? இல்ல,
என்னண்டா அதான் நான் கிளியரா சொன்னேன். என்னண்டா நீங்க எந்த MA மாஸ்டர் செஞ்சாலும் இங்க வந்து நீங்க அது உங்களோட ஃபீல்டுக்குரிய சர்டிபிகேஷன் எக்ஸாம் செய்யாம டைரக்டா ஜாப் செய்யலாம். ரைட். அது கனேடியன்ஸுக்கும் அப்படித்தான், வெளிநாட்டாக்களுக்கும் அப்படித்தான். விளங்குதா? நீங்க நர்சிங் டிகிரி ஒன்று செஞ்சதுனால உங்களுக்கு டைரக்டா நர்சிங் ஜாபுக்கு போகலாம். கனடியனா இருந்தாலும் போகலாம். நீங்க நர்சிங் சர்டிபிகேஷன் செய்யணும். விளங்குதா?
இப்ப எங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு எப்படியான ஜாப் அங்க செய்யலாம்னு சொல்றீங்க?
நேச்சுரோபதிக் மெடிசின்ல நீங்க போனீங்கன்னா நேச்சுரோபதி பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணலாம் இங்க. ஆனா மோஸ்ட்லி என்ன செய்வாங்கன்னா இங்க வாராக்கள் செய்வாங்க என்னண்டா ஃபார்மசி அசிஸ்டன்ட் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் தான் மெயினா செய்வாங்க, ரைட்? பாகிஸ்தான்ல இந்தியால இருந்து வாராக்கள் எல்லாம் பொதுவா செய்யறாங்க வந்து ஃபார்மசி அசிஸ்டன்ட் ப்ரோக்ராம் செஞ்சு ஃபார்மசி அசிஸ்டன்ஸாக ஜாப் எடுக்கிறாங்க. ஏண்டா ஃபார்மசி அசிஸ்டன்டாக இருக்கிற ஜாப் வந்து நீங்க நேச்சுரோபதி செய்யறத விட மோர் ரிவார்டிங், அதனால கூட ஏர்ன் பண்ணலாம்ன்றதுனால, விளங்குதா? அதனால பொதுவா ஃபார்மசி அசிஸ்டன்ட் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் தான் நீங்க வந்து செய்யறாங்க. அப்படி இல்லை இன்னொரு கோர்ஸ் இருக்குது ஹெல்த் கேர் அசிஸ்டன்ட், உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஜாப்ஸ்ல வந்து கூடுதலாக அவங்க ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றாங்க என்னன்னா அதால சம்பாதிக்கிறது கூட. நாங்கள் ஸ்ரீலங்கால இருந்து என்ன சம்பாதிச்சாலும் அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாத டார்கெட்ஸை இங்க இருந்து அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாம், ரைட்? தட் இஸ் வை மெனி பீப்புள் கம் டு கனடா. விளங்குதா? எஸ்
சார். சொன்னா பியூட்டிஷியன்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, என்ன மாதிரி சார்? பியூட்டி தெரபிஸ்ட், பியூட்டிஷியன்ஸ் இருக்கு.
இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் அ டிகிரி you can do the certification exam Firdausia. ரொம்ப 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 சூப்பர் சான்சஸ் இருக்குது. இங்க வந்து நெயில் ஸ்பா இல்லாட்டி பியூட்டி தெரப்பி, பியூட்டிஷியன் இல்ல இருக்கிற ஆக்களுக்கு தான் ஆக கூட மவுசு, சரியா? ஏன்னா இங்க வந்து கூல்ன்றதுனால, இங்க வந்து குளிர் பிரதேசம்ன்றதுனால ஸ்கின் வந்து அவசரமா ஃபேட் ஆகும், ஆட்களோட ஸ்கின் வெடிக்க தொடங்கும், ரைட்? அப்ப இங்க இருக்கிற ஆக்கள் ஸ்கின் கேருக்கு சரியான செலவழிப்பாங்க, ரைட்? ஒரு பியூட்டிஷியன் அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் கேன் கோ அப் டு $500 per hour minimum, ரைட்?
சார் நாங்க வாரண்டு சொன்னா சார் இந்த ஐஎல்டி எக்ஸாம் எழுதணுமா சார்?
எஸ் எஸ், யார் வாரண்டாலும் எழுதணும். எஸ், ரைட்.
எங்களுக்கு
அது இல்லாம
எவ்வளவு
வரையல.
செலவாகும்?
50 லட்சம் ரூபாய் வரும் டோட்டல் டிகிரியோட சேர்த்து, டிகிரி வந்து இறங்குறதுக்கு.
ஓகே சார். அங்க வந்து படிக்கணுமா சொன்னாங்க?
எஸ் எஸ் எஸ், கட்டாயம் படிக்கணும். எனி அதர் क्वेश्चंस?
எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் மீ சார், இந்த இப்போ நம்ம நார்மலா இண்டிஜினஸ் டாக்டர்ஸுக்கு வந்துட்டு மாஸ்டர் டிகிரி ஒன்று செய்யறதுக்கு நாங்க அப்ளை பண்றதுக்கு நார்மலா வந்து ஃபேமிலியோட போறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு காஸ்ட் ஆகும்னு சொல்லிடுமா சார்?
50 lakhs.
50 lakhs.
Yes. Okay.
Sir,
automobile mechanic யாருன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Please contact me personally for that. This is a healthcare related program, so I don't want to go into that. Pharmacy, can you explain government pharmacist diploma? Government pharmacist diploma 2 years என்றால் உங்களுக்கு டிகிரி ஒன்று அப்ளை பண்ணலாம், ரைட்? அந்த டிகிரி ஃபார்மசி ரிலேட்டடா இருக்காது, இட்ஸ் a general degree. ஆனா என்ன செய்யணும்டா, அந்த டிகிரியை செய்யற வாக்கிலே உங்களுக்கு இது செய்யலாம். what you call you can do your certification exams. pharmacy assistant certification செஞ்சீங்கன்னா நல்லா earn பண்ணலாம். දැන් එකෙනෙක් අහනවා මගෙන් pharmacy diploma එකක් government diploma එකක් තියෙන කට්ටිය මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. ඒ pharmacy diploma එකක් තියෙන කට්ටියට මෙහෙට ඒ කියන්නේ 2 years diploma නම් මෙහෙට final 2 years degree එකට එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ඩිග්‍රී එක ඒ ඩිග්‍රී එක ෆාමසි එකේ ඩිග්‍රී එක නෙවෙයි, ඒක ජෙනරල් ඩිග්‍රී එකක්. ඒ වුණාට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ෆාමසි එකේම ඩිග්‍රී එකක් කරත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද සර්ටිෆිකේෂන් එක්සාම්ස් කරන්න ඕනේ, රයිට්? ඒ හින්දා ඒකේ වටිනාකමක් නැහැ. ඇත්තම කිව්වොත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙට එන්න පාත්වේ එකක්, ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දොරටුවක් විතරයි මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කර ඩිප්ලෝමා එකට පස්සේ කරන ඩිග්‍රී එකයි, ඩිග්‍රී එකට පස්සේ කරන මාස්ටර්ස් එකයි ඔක්කොම ලංකාවට එන දොරටුවක් පමණයි, රයිට්? ඒ හින්දා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන්? මෙහෙට එනවා ඩිප්ලෝමා එක 2 years ඩිප්ලෝමා එකක් තියෙනවා නම් final 2 years degree එකට එනවා. ඒ degree එක කරන ගමන් certification exams කරගත්තා. pharmacy assistant ඩිප්ලෝමා එක තියෙනවා, pharmacy assistant එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් certification exam එක කරගත්තා, job එකට ගියා. degree එක තියෙනකොටම job එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ healthcare professional certification එකක් තියෙනවා නම් කෙලින්ම PR apply කරන්න පුළුවන්. 67 messages. Sudarshan, you have a question?
சார், என்ன இதுல இப்ப டிகிரி ஹோல்டரா இருக்கிறவங்க வந்து இந்த கோர்ஸுக்கு ஸ்டடிக்கு வரேன்னு சொன்னாலும் ஐஎல்டி எக்ஸாம் இம்பார்ட்டன்டா தேவைதானா, இல்லாட்டி
எஸ், IELTS எக்ஸாம் இல்லாம ஒன்றும் செய்யலாது.
ஒர்க் பெர்மிட் அப்படிதானா சார்? வேற ஏதாவது வேலை இருக்கா?
இல்ல, ஒர்க் பெர்மிட் உங்களுக்கு டைரக்டா கிடைக்கிறதுக்கான சான்சஸ் வெரி லோ. டாக்டர் கசுன், ஆஃப்டர் திஸ் யூ கேன் ஸ்பீக். டாக்டர் கசுன் பெரேரா, யூ கேன் ஸ்பீக் ஆஃப்டர் திஸ். ஓகே சுதர்ஷன், ஒர்க் பெர்மிட் எடுக்கிறன்ற வந்து சரியான கஷ்டமான வேலை. இதுதான் பெஸ்ட் பாத்வே, இப்போதைக்கு இருக்கிற பெஸ்ட் பாத்வே. டாக்டர் கசுன் பெரேரா, எஸ்
சார். மற்றது அந்த ஸ்கோர் எல்லாம் ஒரே மாதிரி தானா சார்? எல்லா யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கும் 7.5 6.5 தான் தேவை.
7.5 இருந்தா எந்த யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கும் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுவான்.
மற்ற அதை விட குறைஞ்சதண்டே எடுத்து வேற யூனிவர்சிட்டி அப்ளை
அதை
பண்ணலாம்.
விட குறைஞ்சது இருக்குது, ஆனா வீசா தர மாட்டான் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் வரும்போது. மினிமம் 7.0 ஆவது இல்லாம வீசா தர மாட்டான் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் வரும்போது.
சார் இப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் ஹோல்டர்ஸ் அப்படி ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் தருவாங்களா? ஸ்காலர்ஷிப்
டாக்டர் காசும் பேரா 1 செகண்ட். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் ஹோல்டர்ஸுக்கு ஸ்காலர்ஷிப்ஸ் தாரது எப்படின்னா, அதை நீங்க அங்கிருந்து அப்ளை பண்ணி இங்க வரும்போது தான் கிடைக்கும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் හෝල්ඩර්ස්ලාට ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් ගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා අහනවා. ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ process එක ගොඩාක් painful. ඒකට ගොඩාක් කල් යනවා. டைம் போகும் சரியான மாதிரி அதை அப்ரூவ் பண்ணி எடுக்கிறதுக்கு. உங்களோட கிரெடென்ஷியல்ஸை வச்சு கேடு பார்க்கலாம். பட் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமே காஸ்ட் சரியான குறைவுன்றதுனால, கனடியன் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ஸ்ல நான் சொல்ற ப்ரோக்ராம் சரியான விலை குறைவுன்றதுனால, உங்களுக்கு இங்க வந்தது பிறகு உங்களுக்கு விருப்பமான ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு பிறகு ஸ்காலர்ஷிப்ஸ் எடுக்கிற ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச சிலாக்கள் அப்படி செஞ்சிருக்கிறாங்க. இங்க வந்து கட்டி வாரது உங்களோட ஸ்டடி பெர்மிட் டைமுக்குள்ள வேற யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ்ல இருக்கிற ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணி அங்க ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் ஃபுல் ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் எடுத்தாக்களும் இருக்கிறாங்க. ரைட். பட் அது வந்து சான்சஸா depending on the person and their credentials. Yes, Dr. Kasun Perera, go ahead.
I'm MBBS qualified doctor in Sri Lanka with postgraduate diploma in sport and exercise medicine. Can I go for MSc in Canada in sports and exercise science?
Yes, you can think of sports science or kinesiology or something. The issue is, Dr. Kasun, it's very expensive. Harida, it's really expensive. So would you want to go to a very expensive degree at first? Can you manage? Hello?
Hello. What will be the cost for MSc?
Mostly like around $45,000 to $50,000 minimum.
Minimum.
Right. Yes.
But
I can guide you, Dr. Kasum. I can guide you. Okay, if you want a specific program, I can guide you. Right. You can get my contact details and get in touch through Aika. Definitely, I can do something for you. Okay. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Thank you very much.
Renault. Yes, Dr. Renault or Mr. Renault.
Mr. Renault.
No, I'm not the doctor.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The thing is that I'm having a LLB degree and I'm having the LLM also, that I qualified with the Open University of Sri Lanka. The thing is that can I do, my age is nearly 39, so not the 39, yeah, 39, near 39. Can I try to migrate to Canada for my LLM?
LLM, as I said, is a very specific field, very specialized field, very expensive. There are lawyers, I'm a lawyer by profession, you know that. I have lawyers asking me the same question. It's really expensive in Canada, unlike in the UK, right? So if you're coming for an LLM, you will be expecting to spend a lot of money. So I would say you already have an LLM. Why don't you come for a general program, say an MBA, something like that? So that ingal ellarkum venum vandu Canada ku varadhukana oru pathway thane. Right?
Yes.
அந்த pathway வேற ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராமால எடுக்கலாம் செலவழிக்காம. දැන් අපි ඔක්කොම බලන්නේ මාස්ටර්ස් එකක් කරන්න කියලා එන්නේ කැනඩාවට එන්න මගක්නේ. right? ඒකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් ජෙනරල් මාස්ටර්ස් එකක් කරන එක. මම නම් එන්කරේජ් කරන්නේ නැහැ ගොඩාක් ස්පෙන්ඩ් කරනවට. right? ඒකයි මගේ personal idea එක. right?
Human resource management or other courses, it is suitable, no?
I can guide you for a general master's program.
I see.
Right. So 39 years you can. 39 years there is a possibility, but we have to write a very strong proposal. I can guide you with that.
Sure. Sir, and ஒரு question இருக்கு. And wife வந்து ஒரு டாக்டர் ஆயுர்வேதிக் and அவ வந்து அவரோட ஃபுட் நியூட்ரிஷன் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் முடிச்சிருக்கா. 5 years இப்போ ஒர்க்கிங் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் செக்டர்ல. அண்ட் நான் ஒரு ஆட்டோமொபைல் மெக்கானிக்கா ஒர்க் பண்றேன். ஸோ நாங்க
உங்களோட வைஃபுக்கு போட்டு உங்களுக்கு வரலாம். உங்களோட வைஃபுக்கு போட்டு உங்களுக்கு வரலாம்.
அப்படி வாரதா இருந்தா என்ன ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணணும்? ஸோ நார்மலா வந்து எந்த மாதிரி ஒரு காஸ்ட் ஆகும் என்று தெரிஞ்சுக்கொள்ளலாமா?
I'm telling the same answer. It will cost around 50 lakhs to come here.
Okay. So ஃபேமிலியாவே வந்துடலாம் அப்படின்டா.
ஃபேமிலியா வந்துடலாம். எஸ்.
ஓகே ஓகே தேங்க்ஸ்.
Genosha, Dr. Genosha, is it or Miss Genosha?
I'm Mrs. Genosha. So
Yes,
now MLT. இப்போ நாங்க வந்து இப்போ கனடாக்கு வரதுன்னா மாஸ்டர்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணி வரது ஓகே. இப்போ நாங்க வந்துட்டு நான் ஒரு
எம்எல்டி டிகிரி ஹோல்டரா இல்ல டிப்ளமா ஹோல்டரா?
டிகிரி ஹோல்டர்.
Oh, degree holder, you can come with a master's. Yes, come for a master's. Yes.
மாஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கு நான் வரேன். இப்போ நாங்க வந்துட்டு நான் ஒரு எம்எல்டியா வர்க் பண்ணலாமா இல்லாட்டி மாஸ்டர்ஸ் முடிய விட்டு தான் நான் எம்எல்டியா வர்க் பண்ணலாமா?
இல்ல நீங்க வந்த உடனே மாஸ்டர் செஞ்சு கொண்டு இங்க இருக்கிற சர்டிபிகேஷன் எக்ஸாம் செய்யலாம். மெடிக்கல் லேபரட்டரி சர்டிபிகேஷன் எக்ஸாம்ஸ் இருக்குது, ரைட்? அத செஞ்சீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு டைரக்டா ப்ரொஃபஷனல் போகலாம். மாஸ்டர்ஸ் முடிக்கும் வரைக்கும் இருக்கணும்ன்ற தேவையில்லை.
ஓகே சார். மற்ற நான் அந்த எக்ஸாமை வந்து இப்போ ஸ்ரீலங்கால இருந்தே அதை நான் படிக்கலாமா? அதுக்கு
சில எக்ஸாம் ஸ்ரீலங்கால இருந்து படிக்கலாம், ஸ்ரீலங்கால இருந்து செய்யலாமா இருக்கும். சில எக்ஸாம் செய்யலாது, அது வெரி ஸ்பெசிபிக். கொஞ்சம் தேடி பாருங்க, தேவைன்னா நான் தேடி சொல்றேன், நீங்க பர்சனலா கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ரைட்?
ஓகே, thank you sir.
Rajendran Rajiv. Yes, Rajendran Rajiv, go ahead.
Yeah, I am a pharmacist.
Yes.
With a B.Pharm degree.
Okay.
And wife Siddha medicine, Ayurveda Siddha medicine, so I can migrate.
Yes, if you are below 35, you can definitely come. Most likely. Who's laughing?
Yeah, I have 40 now, 40 years.
How old is your wife?
34.
Your wife can apply then. What's your wife, you said? What's her job? Hello? Yeah, you can specify the details. You can specify the details. Aika, can you put your email address? They can send their CVs to you, right? Aika, can you put your email address in the chat? They can send their CVs to you. I will specifically answer for each and everyone's profile. I will have a look and I will answer. Right? How about having a nursing diploma? Yes, if you have a nursing diploma and a government job, very high chances of coming here. Right? What about pharmacists? Yes, I already told you. Also necessary, IELTS necessary as a degree registered pharmacist. Can we come to Canada in working visa directly? Very low chances, Tanu. So it's really hard to get a work visa because no one will give you a work visa. Right? You will have to come as a student and then get a PR or whatever and a job. Yes, FAR. Go ahead. What's your question?
You mean Ashfaq, sir?
Okay, Ashfaq, go ahead.
Okay, sir. சார் இதுதான் என்ன ப்ரொஃபஷனல் சார், என் ஒய்ஃப் வந்து மெடிக்கல் லேப் டெக்னாலஜிஸ்ட் வந்து டிப்ளமா செஞ்சுக்கிறா. அதோட சேர்த்து சார் ஃபுட் சயின்ஸ் டெக்னாலஜில டிப்ளமா செஞ்சுக்கிறா சார். ரைட்? நான் வந்து சார் ஒரு ஏர்கிராஃப்ட் டெக்னீஷியன் ஸ்ரீலங்கன் ஏர்லைன்ஸ்ல. அவளுக்கு சார் ஆல்ரெடி எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மேய்க்குது. இப்போ நான் பார்த்தேன் சார், ஸ்கில் மைக்ரேஷன் பார்க்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வீஸில் அவளுக்கு கூட நான் டிபெண்டாக வர பெஸ்ட் ஆப்ஷன் மாதிரி விளங்குது எனக்கு. அதாவது ஆக்சுவலி ஐ எம் அனேபிள் டு ஃபைண்ட் தி ஜாப் அட் தி மூமெண்ட். அதனால சார் இப்ப அவளுக்கு வந்து சார் எந்த கோர்ஸ் வந்து சூட்டபிள் ஆகும்? அதாவது மெடிக்கல் லேப் டெக்னாலஜி சம்பந்தமாவா, அப்படி இல்லாட்டி ஃபுட் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி சம்பந்தமா?
இல்ல, அது ரெண்டுமே சரியான எக்ஸ்பென்சிவ். சோ பெட்டர் வந்து ஒரு ஜெனரலான பேச்சுலர்ஸ் டிகிரிக்கு போட்டு வாரது. நான் அதுக்கு ஒரு கைடன்ஸ் தரேன். ஜெனரலான பேச்சுலர்ஸ் டிகிரிக்கு போட்டு வந்து சர்டிபிகேஷன் எக்ஸாம்ஸ் செஞ்சேன்னா அந்த ஜாப்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளலாம்.
இப்ப அவளுக்கு சார் வந்து இப்ப சம்டைம் டிகிரி ஒன்று செய்ய போகல சார். இப்போ சம்டைம் 1 year 2 years எக்ஸம்ஷன் அப்படி எடுக்கலாமா சார்?
ஹை நேஷனல் டிப்ளமா இருந்தா 2 years எக்ஸம்ஷன் எடுத்து அடுத்த 2 yearsக்கும் எடுக்கலாம்ங்க.
ரைட், அவட்ட ஹை நேஷனல் டிப்ளமா தான் சார் இருக்குது.
2 years லாஸ்ட் ஃபைனல் 2 years மட்டும் செய்யலாம் இங்க.
செய்யலாம் சார். அதுக்கு எவ்வளவு சார் காஸ்ட் ஆகும்?
$30,000 டோட்டல். $10,000 கட்டி வரணும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
கட்டி வரணும் என்ன சார்? இப்போ அவளுக்கு வந்து சார் இந்த ஃபுட் சயின்ஸ் மெடிக்கல் அது ரிலேட்டடானது எதுக்கும் இப்போ அப்ளை பண்ண இயலாது அப்படியா சார்?
எக்ஸ்பென்சிவ் பண்ணலாம். உங்களுக்கு ஒரு $50,000 செலவழிக்கலும்டா.
அப்படி இல்ல சார், வேற சூட்டபிளான வேற எதுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணலாம் ரிலேட்டடா?
நான் உங்களுக்கு அதை கைட் பண்றேன். ஜெனரல் டிகிரி ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் இருக்குது, நான் அதுக்கு கைட் பண்றேன்.
அதுக்கு சார் என்ன செய்யணும்? நான் உங்களை கான்டாக்ட்
நீங்க ஐகாவை கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணி உங்களோட சிவி அனுப்பி வைங்க. உங்களோட சிவி ஐகா என்ன ஃபோர்வர்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. நான் அதுல இருந்து டைரக்டா கைட் பண்றேன் என்ன செய்யும்.
சார் மத்த நீங்க ஸ்கில் மைக்ரேஷன் செய்யறீங்களா சார்?
non-skill migration செய்யறல்ல.
Right. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead. Any සිංහල කතා කරන කට්ටිය ගොඩක් හිටියේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ questions මොනවත් ආවේ නැහැ. Sulochana, you have any questions? Sulakshana Lakshi, you have any questions? Right. Psychologist.
ஓகே சார், என்னன்னா நான் உண்மையிலேயே நான் உங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ்ல போட்டுட்டேன். நான் ஒரு டீச்சரா இருக்கிறேன், 10 years எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். எனக்கு எல்லாம் இந்த IELTS தான், அதுதான் ஒரு டவுட்டா இருந்தது எனக்கு, வாரத்துக்கு தேவையான்னு சொல்லி. மத்தபடி எல்லா குவாலிஃபிகேஷனும் இருக்குது. அது நீங்க இங்க செஞ்சு கொடுக்குறீங்களா சார்?
இல்ல, நான் சஜஸ்ட் பண்றேன் வந்து ஆன்லைன்ல ஒரு IELTS கோர்ஸ் ஒன்று இருக்குது. There is an online IELTS course that you can follow. The course is called Fluently English Test, or sorry, Fluently English course. Fluently FLUENTLY, Fluently IELTS course. If you search in Google, you will find.
Okay.
Right. Fluently English course, you can register for $15, I think, and very helpful. $15 is very worth it. If you register, you can do the exam confidently, because they have really good training. I suggest to all my students.
Okay.
As a degree registered pharmacist, can we come to Canada working visa? No, working visa is really hard. Psychologists, I already told you, psychologists have a really good demand. If you have a degree, you can come here with the general masters and do the certifications, and then you can go into the psychology profession.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
நீங்க மாஸ்டர் டிகிரி செய்யறதுக்கு ஏஜ் லிமிட் வந்துட்டு 35 தானா? மாஸ்டர் டிகிரி.
Yes.
35 பிளஸ் இருந்தா கஷ்டம் அப்படி சொல்றீங்க.
35 பிளஸ் இருந்தால், if you have a strong profile, we can go ahead.
ஆயுர்வேத டாக்டர்ஸ்க்கும்
yes, and if you have a government job, there's a high chance. Even if you are 40, we can try.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry for the interruption.
Yes.
That you are always referring that we can contact you, but how can we contact you via the email or any other specific?
Yes, because the time difference to Canada and the where I live and Sri Lanka is 13.5 hours. If I give my personal contact numbers, people start calling me all night. Okay, because daytime they don't realize and understand the difference, right? However, I have got more than 300 calls in the past 10 days after midnight. Okay,
but if you refer your email ID or the
so the best option is Aika can give its email ID, right? And
they have given.
Yes, better you send your CVs to Aika, and Aika will forward you. I will contact you directly right after.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Right. In your aikasilon@gmail.com is their email. You can directly send your CVs to that, and then they will forward the CV. I will contact you directly through that, because it's really going to be easy. Otherwise, I'll have a very big problem about either piling up my inbox with too many CVs or too many phone calls.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much.
So can I finish AL and go to Canada? Yes, you can come for a 4-year degree or a 2-year diploma, a high diploma here. If you have AL, but cost and whatnot, we'll have to discuss later. You can forward your CV. Yes, Firdausia.
Sir, இதுக்கு வந்து வயசு எப்படி சார்? ஏஜ் கட்டுப்பாடு இருக்குதா?
If you're coming for a bachelor's degree, you have to be below 30. If you are coming for a master's degree, you have to be below 35.
ஓகே சார். இப்ப நாங்க அப்ளை பண்றேன்னு சொன்னா சார், ஐகாட ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான். நான் ஐகாவுல படிச்சிருக்கிறேன்.
What's that? Firdausia? Sashin, can you mute? Can you mute? Sashin, can you mute? Firdausia, can you talk? Sashin, ඔයා සිංහලෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් මේකට පස්සේ අහන්න පුළුවන් Sashin. Hello? Oh, Firdausia, tell me.
சார், நான் ஐகாட ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான். ஐகாவுல படிச்சிருக்கேன், பியூட்டி தெரப்பி முடிச்சிருக்கிறேன். இங்க வந்து லெவல் 4ல நான் முடிச்சிருக்கிறேன், ஹேர் டிப்ளமா முடிச்சிருக்கிறேன், HND முடிச்சிருக்கிறேன். இதெல்லாம் வச்சு தானே சார் அதுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணணும். அங்க வந்து நான்
you can forward your CV. I will have a look and then get back to you.
ஓகே சார். Thank you.
Right? Okay.
Sorry for the
There are.
interruption.
Aika, go ahead.
Sorry for the interruption. If I qualified in Sri Lanka as pharmacist, community pharmacist by Ceylon Medical Council registration, can I move?
You're a pharmacist. Do you have a degree?
No degree. I have a BSc nursing degree, but I don't like to do nursing. But if I qualified as pharmacist, community pharmacist by Ceylon Medical College Council, are there any possibility to move?
Is it a diploma or a certificate?
Certificate.
No, certificate, no chance. No, you can come, but you can come as and do pharmacy assistant certificate here, and you can work in a pharmacy. That won't be a problem.
But what the cost?
You have to come for a bachelor's degree here, but you already have a nursing degree, so you can do a master's. But certification you can do. You can do the certification for this one. What do you call pharmacy assistant?
Pharmacy assistant.
Yes. While since you already have a degree for degree in whatever field related to healthcare, you can apply for a master's. But you can come and do the certification for this one, pharmacy assistant.
Okay, thank you.
If anyone else, many people who speak Sinhala have not asked their questions. Can anyone speaking in Sinhala do they have any questions? Anyone else who has questions?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm Kugan from Medical.
Yes, Kugan. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much for you give the opportunity.
No
my wife is nursing officer from TH Hospital from Medical.
Okay. Does she have a degree?
Registered nurse. Before working 12 years, diploma on nursing officer. Additionally, he's working study for the training MIS training certificate. Have to.
What's that?
No. This is a registered nurse.
Okay. And what are her qualifications?
This is diploma in nursing.
Okay. And you said she has studied something else?
Yeah, it's
what's that she has studied?
Yeah, ICU training.
ICU training. Okay.
Yes, MICU training.
Okay. So the thing is this, right? If you have a diploma, you have to come for a degree. If it is a 2 years diploma, you have to come 2 years, last 2 years degree here, right? If you have a 1 year diploma, you have to do 3 years of degree. But while doing the degree, you can also do the certification courses. That's the normal scenario. Whatever your qualification is, right?
Yes,
if you have a degree, you can do the master's. If you have a diploma, if it is 2 years diploma, you have to do 3 years, another 2 years of bachelor's degree here. If you have a 1 year diploma, you have to do a 3 year bachelor's degree here, right? Final 3 years. That's the normal scenario. Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope Aika is listening. I think I answered almost all the questions that I can get, and it's been almost 1 hour. If you have any further questions, yes, Dr. Kasun Pereira, go ahead. You have a question? Right. I believe not.
No, sorry, that's a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Visa process, I can guide you after getting you into the university. So if you have a problem with anything related to visa or whatever, I can guide you through that. And for student visas, I can help you directly. And I have a few agents who are working with me in Sri Lanka. You can go meet them directly and do the work. But your university placement is more important, because many of the agents misguide you and give you false information. I can guide you in every way and get you through the process. I will guide you as to what documents to submit, what documents you should not give, what to prepare, and how much is it going to cost, and everything. So generally, if you're coming to Canada, if you prepare fast, நீங்க இப்பவே prepare பண்ண start பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களை மே இன்டேக்கு எனக்கு எடுக்கலாம். இன்ஷால்லா මේකේ உங்களுக்கு කැනඩාක වරතක எனக்கு ප්‍රිපෙයාර් பண்ணலாம். ඔයගොල්ලෝ අදම plan කරනවා නම් හැකි ඉක්මනින් ડોකියුමන්ට් සෙට් කරගන්න පුළුවන් නම් අද හෙටම ප්‍රිපෙයාර් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් මේ ඉන්ටේක් එකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ව කැනඩාවට ගන්න මට ලෑස්ති කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. ඒ වුණාට හැකි ඉක්මනින් ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ඕනේ.
One question. One question, please.
Yes, Badruddin, you're Rimzan, yes.
March வந்துட்டு மார்ச் கடைசில எனக்கு 35 plus ஆகுது.
Okay. Apply now itself.
அதுக்கு
Apply now
முதல்ல
itself.
இப்ப செஞ்ச சான்ஸ் இருக்கா சார்?
Yes, apply now itself.
Okay, thank you.
Right, now prepare for 4 things. Number 1 is your IELTS exam. Sit for the IELTS exam, book for the IELTS exam immediately. Right, 2023 May intake, yes. Right, I can prepare you for 2023 May intake if you do these 4 things immediately and contact me through Aika. Right, number 1, prepare for your IELTS and book your IELTS exam date now itself, because the pending dates are now in February. Right, you will not get, if you wait until the end of January, that's going to be March mid. So book your IELTS exam now itself. Number 2, you need to do you need to deposit your show money. If you are a family of 2, you and your husband or wife, if you are 2, it's 13 million. If you are 3, it's 16 million. If you are 4, it's 19 million. You have to deposit in your account, right? And number 3 is to apply for police report. All the adults apply for police report immediately. Right, that is online. You have to apply online. You can fill the form and you have to do it immediately. Number 4, while you are preparing for your IELTS exams, do the Duolingo English test, which is an alternative test for your university entrance. For visa, you anyway need IELTS, but for university entrance, without you doing the this one, what do you call it? Without you are doing the IELTS, with the Duolingo exams, you can register for your course for your masters or bachelors. So Duolingo for master's degree, you need at least 125 marks out of 160. For bachelors, you need at least 120 out of 160. So how to register for IELTS? You can go to the British Council website and you can register for IELTS and then you can do the exam. For Duolingo, you can search for Duolingo English test. Register online. Duolingo you can do immediately. IELTS waiting time is so much. Duolingo you can do immediately. If you prepare for 2 days, you can sit for the exam day after tomorrow. In another 2 days, you will get the results. So you can do fast, right? So 4 things, remember: do you register for your IELTS, register for your police report, put your show money. Number 4, sit for your Duolingo test immediately. Duolingo test costs you only around 10,000 to 12,000 rupees, Sri Lankan rupees. It's easy, you can do it fast. I hope that clarifies everything for now. Any other final question? I will take
excuse
2
me, on the Duolingo ன்றத பத்தி ஒரு clarification கொடுக்கல, எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் clear.
Yes, நான் chatல போடுறேன். Duolingo chatல எல்லாருக்கும் போடுறேன்.
அது சரி. அதோட சேர்த்து அந்த IELT ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் பத்தின ஒரு டீடைல் சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க, அதையும் ப்ளீஸ்.
Duolingo English test. Yes, Duolingo English test செய்யணும். அடுத்தது ஆன்லைன்ல வந்து சொன்னது வந்து fluently English test. Sorry, English IELTS course online. Right. So I'm applying my husband to need to do IELTS. No. IELTS செய்யும் போது ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மட்டும் தான் IELTS academic IELTS academic செய்ய வேண்டியது வந்து IELTS academic and ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மட்டும் தான் செய்யணும், right? So minimum 7.5 with no band less than 7.0. Yes, Nizmi, சொல்லுங்க Nizmi, ஏதாவது questions இருக்கா? Any questions? PTE is not accepted for visa. PTE is not accepted for visa. Pragatish, go ahead. Any questions? Hello? Can I? Okay, I can unmute myself. Okay. So, Janosha, you have a question? Okay, specific details எது தேவைண்டாலும் நீங்க அந்த கொஸ்டினை போட்டு உங்களோட இதோட what do you call CV ஓட சேர்த்து ஐகாட இமெயிலுக்கு அனுப்புங்க, right? Anyone who has a specific question, put an email to Aika with your CV. මොන හරි specific ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒක දාලා Aika එකේ email එකට දාන්න. මම ඒක බලලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ CV එකත් බලලා මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට contact කරන්න. That's the best way possible. හරි? I hope that ends the session today. Dr. Raznia, I think you have a chance. Contact me personally. I will do whatever I can. Right? So anyone who has specific questions can contact me. I see everyone speaking Tamil, Sinhala, everyone were here. If you, I hope I answered all your questions and I hope I gave you some idea. If I had missed out in anything, I apologize. I tried my level best. If there is anything that I can clarify further, I would be happy. Please contact me personally through Aika. I shall be definitely giving you an idea. What about skill migration? I'm not helping skill migration because I'm not a registered immigration consultant. So for anyone who has been with this program, thanks so much for joining, and I hope I did justice to the topic. If there's anything that I need to give you further, I shall be happy to give you any information, anything that I can give you, I shall be happy. Hope you have a very good night and have a good night's sleep. Tomorrow is a working day. Enjoy yourselves and take good care. I pray for Sri Lanka and everyone there. The situation is really bad, and if there's anything that I can do, I shall be really happy to help. Take care of yourself. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Shihara Sasan, for sharing so many useful things with us. I think all got cleared all of their doubts. So if you have any doubts or you really want to clarify anything, you can directly contact Aika, and you can forward your CVs to the aikaceylon@gmail.com or ceylonaika@gmail.com. So we can guide you in a proper way. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for the participation. Thanks again, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Take care of yourselves. Good night.